thing takes off like a jet. What is up, everybody? Today we have this beautiful 2015 Mercedes-Benz S550 S-Class luxury. This is the pinnacle of it. Beautiful diamond Designo white paint, beautiful AMG wheels, just a stunning gorgeous car. Let's go take this thing for a drive. Let me show you what this thing is all about. Welcome to the cabin of the 2015 S550 Mercedes-Benz. This is pinnacle of luxury. You get massaging seats, you get all the amenities you could ever wish for in a car. You get them here. Let's go take this thing for a drive. Let me show you guys where this car really shines. This is about the most luxurious, the most comfortable, the most relaxing car money could buy you. It's the most pleasant to drive. It soothes you the most while driving it. You get massaging seats, and you get, let me show you, you get about 6 different types of massages. Hot relaxing, back massage, shoulders, to activating massage. You get Bluetooth, you get air suspension, you get a lot of different sport modes, start and stop, automatic start and stop, which I don't like that feature. There's just, every time I drive this car I discover a thing or two new that I did not know before. That's how much features are jam-packed into this car. You just keep discovering every single time you drive this car something new that you did not know before. You get this beautiful trackpad here, which you could scroll through the different modes, kind of like on your MacBook laptop. You could literally sit here for hours discovering this whole infotainment system and all the different functions and features to it. That's how much stuff there is. Pairs up with your phone well. This thing's got curtains in the back, panoramic sunroof. This particular car is optioned with Distronic, so you get adaptive cruise control, which it'll essentially sense a car in front of us. Let's actually test it out. And when it senses the car in front of us, it automatically turns the speed down, so you don't hit the other car. That's a very awesome feature. Now I just pushed the gas myself, so it stopped. But that's a very cool feature, adaptive cruise control. This car is optioned with, let's turn off the Distronic. This car is actually optioned with the AMG body kit, which is why it looks so nice from the outside. And with the AMG body kit, you get a different front bumper, different side skirts, different rear bumper, more aggressive, essentially more aggressive bumpers, side skirts, more aggressive aero kit. And you get these nice 19-inch AMG wheels, make the car stand out. This one was optioned with an additional Designo diamond white AMG paint. A very beautiful color. It's a metallic white, very gorgeous and unique looking. You get beautiful wood everywhere. You get a nice clock. You get paddle shifters. I'm pretty sure that's a part of the AMG package, but I could be wrong. I do like that in these newer generations they switched over to the electronic shifters. It's one less movement you have to do, and it kind of frees up this area. You get nice cup holders. Everything is nicely finished in wood. Nice storage compartment that opens up both ways. You get all your AC heat controls right here. This is how you access the menu for that. A lot of this you can adjust with the clicker. Let's get out of that. You get a beautiful twin turbo 4.6 V8. This thing's actually really fast. There's a lot of different upgrades you could do to this motor. Since it's a turbo motor, anything with forced induction, you could put a tune on it. Just the tune alone gives you a little bump in power because I think it cranks up the boost on the turbos. But let me tell you, this thing's already fast enough as it is. Let's switch it into just standard sport shifting, and let's put it into sport mode on the suspension. It's air suspension on this, and air suspension's amazing. Air suspension, it's for a daily driver. Air suspension is the best because it's a lot less headaches to maintain than a hydraulic suspension, and it's a lot easier to work on. It's a lot easier to fix, and it doesn't really go out much. And all there is to it really is a air compressor and 4 airbag struts and some lines. That's all that there really is to air suspension. So it's relatively easy to work on, and it gives you the ride. It gives you a very unique ride, a one-of-a-kind type of ride. You could drive this car at any speed on the highway, and it just is the most comfortable way to eat miles up for a long distance road. Oh, another beautiful feature, it's got a hold on the brake, so you jab the brake harder than you usually would, and you could let your foot off the brake and the car is going to stand still at a stop, and the hold thing's going to pop up right there. So when you're sitting at a red light, you could let your foot off the brake. This car takes care of you. Or it has a lot of features that a lot of regular cars don't have, that you didn't know you needed, but now you know that you do. And then yeah, you tap the gas pedal and it'll take the brake off for you. It's just amazing. We will get on the highway on our way back, and so I'll show you a little bit of what this thing's capable of. But this 4.6 twin turbo, amazing, silky smooth, instant power delivery. You can pass anybody with ease. You get about 450 horsepower, which is more than plenty. And around close to 500 foot-pounds of torque, which is AMG category already. It's very fast. It's very, very fast. And it's capable of a lot more, this motor. With a tune and some small upgrades, you can get a whole lot of power out of this engine. But you don't, that's not why you buy. You buy this car for relaxing, for doing a long distance trip and not being tired, and getting a massage on your way to get somewhere. This car just takes good care of you. That's what I like. It takes great care of you. You get amazing Burmeister speakers, beautiful surround sound, the best of the best, pretty much. It sounds like you're inside of a recording studio. It has double pane windows, just 2 windows glued together. That's why you have that really nice silence. Beautiful surround sound speakers. I believe these are the upgraded speakers. But regardless, even when they're not upgraded, they're great. They're just phenomenal speakers. You get navigations, curtains, there's just so many features. I'm gonna make a review on this car to show you guys a lot more of these features, but I just wanted to drive this thing and make a video about it. I've had this thing for a little while, but I wanted to get to know this car a little bit so I could make my own personal opinion and discover a lot of these features so I can show them to you. Because it's a lot different when you live with a car for a little while. You discover a lot of cool little things that you did not see beforehand, and you see them now. We got cooled seats, heated seats. The curtains you can actually control with these buttons. You can see we put the curtains up. We push these buttons down again and they release all the curtains. That's kind of dope. Automatic curtains. So you get power. You get beautiful air smooth suspension, keyless entry, keyless start. This thing's got blind spot detectors. So essentially at night, if you got dark tints, let's say, if somebody's on the side of you and you can't see them in the mirror, you get that little red warning triangle lighting up to show you that somebody's in your blind spot. This thing is very advanced and ahead of its time. You get 360 cameras, let me show you, all around the car. So you get rear view, top view, it's just crazy. You get 360 view even. You got some steering assist. This is kind of cool. If you're starting to swerve out of your lane, this thing's gonna let you know. It's gonna direct you back into your lane when you start swerving out. It is awesome. Parking sensors all around. Let's put it back into comfort mode. The comfort and sport just changed the dampening on the shocks, and when you switch from comfort to sport, you get stiffer steering and you get better cornering. The car feels more rigid and it stiffens up a lot. You feel more bumps, but you can corner a lot faster, a lot more aggressively. I'm trying to think of what other cool features. Oh, you get a, what is this, 150 volt regular power plug-in socket in the back of the center console, which is really, really cool. Okay, let's put it into second gear. Let's floor it slightly. I don't want to go too fast. This thing takes off like a jet. This thing's actually really quick for a stock S-Class S550. This thing's very fast. I've driven a lot of cars. This thing's fast. On our way back, we're gonna hop onto the highway. So I'm gonna show you more of the power of this engine. There's a lot of traffic around us, but that gives me time to describe to you guys all the cool and awesome features. Oh, the wipers actually squirt from the wipers directly and not on the hood. Like in the old S-Classes, the hood sprayers, the windshield nozzles are always mounted on the hood. On this one, they're actually mounted on the actual wiper arms themselves. I do really love how they changed the dashboard on this. This is probably my favorite dashboard. I even like this dashboard style more than the one generation S-Class newer than this. I like what they did here. It's just stunning how you have everything lit up with these nice LEDs that you can actually change the color. Everything around here is lit up with LEDs. I'm gonna drive this car at night. I'm gonna make another video driving this car at night, because this interior is so beautiful at night. It deserves a separate video. I'm gonna drive this car downtown. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a good one. Look forward for that one, but let's finish this video for now. The interior is a 12 out of 10. The exterior also a 12 out of 10. There's not a negative thing I could say about this car. Maybe the maintenance cost eventually when it reaches 100 something thousand miles, it's gonna start to leak a little bit, but I cannot complain about a single thing. This car just takes care of you in every single way, shape, or form. They really thought about it when they engineered this. There's no corner left that is not thought about in this car. When you switch it into economy mode, the shifting gets a little slower, a little laggier, and it saves you gas. Essentially, it's eco mode, so you're gonna be consuming a lot less gas. It's gonna always keep it a gear higher. It's gonna essentially keep it so your RPMs are low. When you put it into sport or standard, it's always gonna keep it one gear lower, so as soon as you floor the gas pedal, you're off like a rocket. Zoom zoom. What else? You could raise this car, raising, lowering, dampening. This is the transmission setting. You You've got vehicle settings, 360 camera. Just everything's just gorgeous. Seat settings. Put the Navi on. Get a nice radio, Bluetooth, everything. Like this car does not have a feature that you're not missing any features here. You get soft closed doors, folding mirrors, rear curtains, you get privacy, smoothness, power. Even people in like fast sports cars, they won't really be able to outrun you just because this thing's got so much power. Look at this, holy shit. We're gonna floor it when we get onto the highway a few times just to show you guys the beauty of this 4.6 V8. Downshift the gear. Hold on, let's put this into sport mode, sport suspension, downshift second gear. Okay. There's a lot of cars out, so we're not gonna go too fast and be a hazard to everybody on the road, but I do want to show you guys the awesomeness of this car. What do we have here? GTS, is this SL? This looks cool. GTC, very nice. This car's very fast. This car's very fast. I love driving a lot of the older AMGs, like the 5.4 liter 113K cars, supercharged ones. A lot of fun. I'm building a CL55 right now to about 700 horsepower. I have a lot of cool videos on that coming soon, but this newer generation of Benzes is just, it's just phenomenal in so many ways. Phenomenal in so many ways. And you can buy this for around 35,000, 30,000. On Copart, I've even seen some, this one's got how many, 83,000 miles, but I've seen some on Copart. I don't know if you'd want one of these with 200,000 miles, but you can grab one with like 200,000 miles that used to be like an old livery car for like, buy it now for like 25, 22. Sure, with some proper maintenance you can keep this thing running. You know, just swap the airbag, air suspension shocks, compressor, some gaskets, maybe some turbo seals, and this thing will just keep running and running. It's got an automatic opening and closing trunk. This thing's cool because you can actually open the trunk with your foot. You just hover your foot underneath the rear bumper and it'll pop the trunk open. So if you got groceries in your hands, you can get the trunk to pop open with ease. They thought about every single aspect of what you need in a car on a day-to-day basis, and they did it the best. Really, this is the best or nothing. Oh, this is the blind spot warning. So when you get that little red triangle, it just won't let you merge. And the most beautiful thing is just the silence in the cabin. You don't really hear anything here. Everything is just silenced out because you got double glazed windows, a lot of sound deadening materials, just Very high standard build quality. Great absorption on the bumps. Let's downshift a little bit. 4. Seven-speed gearbox. I like these paddle shifters. Very nice. Very discreet. They're not those huge screaming in your face paddle shifters like on the F1 transmissions. There's these little subtle nice buttons. Man, you could do long road trips in this, and this just eats up thousands of miles. Like, it's no problem. You don't get tired because you're getting a good massage. It's not the passenger. We want, hold on, driver. There we go. Activating massage. I'm gonna do a nice massage. What else can I tell you guys about this car? I can't really tell you much negatives because there aren't any. I don't see really any regrets of buying one of these. Like, maybe the maintenance, like past 100 and like 30, 40, 50k, then maybe it might be a little hard on your pocket. But every S-Class is built very similarly. You take care of the suspension, a few leaks around the engine, and they're good. They're good for a long time. They're good for a long time. Oh, we have it on sport suspension. That's why we're feeling so much. We'll put it on comfort, and we're gonna keep the suspension in standard. My battery died in the GoPro, but I got off the highway, and I just wanted to conclude this video just to summarize how great of a car this is. Everybody, if you can afford one, get one. You will not be disappointed in any way, shape, or form. Just get it checked out. Make sure you're not buying a lemon. Make sure you're not buying a rough around the edges example. Get yourself a nice one. You're gonna have zero regrets. These seats also have the dynamic option standard, so every time you turn the steering wheel, like let's say you're getting onto the highway, the bolsters in your seats, they hold you in, they move with you. That's called dynamic steering. They had that already in like the early 2000s inside of like the W220 and the C215. You get that turned on standard in this car all the time. Everything is just beautifully stitched. Everything is lit up nicely. You can change the colors of the LEDs. Digital dash. Pretty much everything you'd want, and then some. More than you need. This car has. It's even got I don't know if you could see it right there. Scented. You can. It's like a perfume scent for the air conditioning and air. It's very cool. I've never really seen a car with its own fragrance system. So you can buy fragrance from Mercedes, put the bottle in, and it'll pump that into the air vents themselves. So when you turn on your heater AC, you're gonna get whatever scent you chose. Very cool. I don't know many cars that have that. I'm gonna make a review on this car, and I'm gonna sum up more of these features because there's so many. But I figured I'd just take this thing for a quick drive, show you guys what it's like. This is the closest you're gonna get to actually driving one. But I highly recommend this car. 12 out of 10 in every category. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.